right, welcome back to the International Wealth Builders Association. We are here on KCAA Radio live on Redlands, and we are here every Saturday at noon Pacific time. We were just talking about all kinds of travel that we did with London and Punta Cana, and Latoya here is the expert on how you can maybe start thinking of how you can travel, and how do you get to that point where you can have the financial situation to where you can travel. Latoya.
Wow, there's so many different ways to go about it. Of course, if you have the money, you can make the money to do so. With the international sales, if you get like me, I got certified as an international sales agent, which allows me to also sell properties in these different locations. So that's a double win for me because one, I do love to travel. Two, I love to sell real estate. And three, I love to save money by writing things off on my taxes.
Oh, love that. Ooh, that's a good idea.
So you kind of just combine it all into one, and that's how you make it work for you. So it's all about really making your finances and whatever it is that you want to do, you figure out a way to make it work for you.
Awesome. Now, Shelly, what do you think about that as someone who loves to travel? I mean, what do you think about what she just shared with you?
I think it's amazing because that's my thought process right now. Before, I used to come up with more reasons of why not to do things. Now it's the other way. Before I used to say, oh, I can't go on the trip, or I can't do KCAA radio because I got to work. Oh, I can't do this. I came up with all these excuses. So now it's a flip. I revolve what I do, what I love to do, come here, go travel, whatever, around the business. So, and it's just all about planning. So instead of sticking with the deadlines I had before, now instead of doing that, everything's done 30 days to 6 weeks ahead of time. So I have the flexibility to do stuff like this and to travel. So sitting all those college prep deadlines, Ivy League deadlines, SAT, ACT, all those deadlines, which what we just had one was November 30th. Those were all submitted October 15th.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, you also shared earlier that you are in this type of program. It's a travel program where you pay a certain amount every month, and then you get to choose all these travels that they give, that they provide, and it's like there's 30 travels in a year.
Yes.
I mean, can you share more about that?
Absolutely. And I should be on their stocks and bonds right now for doing that. I'm just kidding.
Doing a lot of travel.
Yeah, because I'm doing a lot of travel and doing a lot of promotion. But it's BD Dreams Vacation, and the one that I've been doing this with is Silk Carpenter. And then Chad and his wife are actually the ones that started all this a year and a half ago. But this company, BD's Dream Vacation, it's exploded. We have 150 of us like-minded that work really hard, and we travel just as hard, and it's all organized. We just show up, and we just have an amazing time. So if anybody out there is interested in traveling, reach out to me, Shelly Rufin. I'm all over the internet. Let me know if you're interested in traveling. And we have 150 spots. When they're gone, they're gone. We just got back from Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, went to Sanoa. We just got back from Greece like a couple months ago.
Wow.
We're going to Egypt, Italy coming up, and another 28 destinations for 2023.
You go, girl. That's awesome.
And the nice thing about all this is all these people that I'm traveling with, we're all actually working as we're traveling. So I'm doing college prep and college planning while I'm traveling.
Wow,
Awesome.
that is awesome.
Tax write-off.
It's a win-win. We call that triple threat.
That's all. Now, Steve, looking at everything that they're doing, what do you think is some of the business opportunities that you can see from this, and for people to build their wealth?
Well, so traveling, obviously, if you're doing it for business, as was mentioned, there's tax write-offs for that. If you can figure out a way to combine that together. So it's a matter of, okay, most of my travel is domestic because of my business. But every time I go somewhere, I find personal time there too. And because the airfare, the hotel, the rental car, the meals, that's all part of the business. That's all a business expense. But I don't want to go somewhere and all I see is the inside of a hotel room and a conference room and that kind of stuff. I want to see what's there. Even there's places that you think, okay, well, that can't be a very exciting place to visit. But every place is fascinating. Every place has a
Yes.
history. It has a
Right.
culture. There's the favorite diner in town. There's the a little
Absolutely.
museum tells the history of it. I like exploring things, even in small areas. And you know, we have projects in multiple states across the country, so I find ways to enjoy what's there, and it becomes business expenses. Going international, you don't necessarily have to do business internationally to figure that out. So, for example, we went to London. Well, I work at a college. That was an honorary doctorate degree, right? So there's a tie-in there. They didn't necessarily have anything to do with each other, but they kind of do, because that's a part of that's something that adds to my CV there.
Right.
In addition, because of what you do, you're a chapter director for GSFE, and that was the organizing group. That becomes a business expense as well. As you're going to London, it truly is business network, even though you're having a lot of fun doing it. If you can find creative ways of doing that, if you're not doing that, if you can create some kind of a profit-producing blog, video log, something like that, on travel. When you travel, you can record what you're doing. You can write up on that stuff and then post that as articles. Post that, put as blogs, make vidlogs out of it, whatever you want to do. A YouTube channel. A lot of people do that, and it becomes monetizing what you're doing, and it becomes a legitimate business expense. Because you are making money at it. So just be creative and figure out ways to do that. And you have, your regular, whatever you do for a living to make money. Obviously, I develop land and make money to that. I do work at the school as well. So we got the income that helps pay for the pleasure stuff. But if you can find out ways to make it business, it's a lot better. And you get that write-off with it, I guess. It's a business expense, and you get all the fun of it. And also, it makes you think of where you're going, of what are the opportunities here. Like I said, we went and had a tea with the attorney we knew in London.
Yes.
And one thing we're thinking of is there any opportunity to collaborate and do things here? Because we're in real estate, she's in real estate, we're just on different sides of the world, right? So how do we make that work?
Yeah, it was really interesting. She was very open about connecting with us. And she did say that she has a lot of clients from California that are investors that are doing projects in London. So, which is very interesting to me. Because, normally I was thinking maybe the people that she's connected with is in London, but no, they're actually from California.
And to add
Yeah.
what Steve was just saying a minute ago about like what you making work and fun work for you.
Yes.
And I keep track of my SEO, as you know, Marie. So when I keep track of the SEO, when I went to Dominican Republic for that short vacation, my SEO it's always like, just straight across the board, because it's like consistent marketing. And then every time I travel, it takes a huge jump every time I travel, because
Wow.
all those IP addresses, when we're constantly marketing, all those IP addresses, and I checked, and Google tracks everything I do, okay?
Okay.
And it just tracked it, and it said I had almost 7K on my page during Dominican Republic.
Wow, that was really good. I mean, so I guess
And
what you're
traveled 81% around the world within 12 months.
so what you're telling us is we all have to travel to
Right?
get our
Yes.
SEO high.
because Google tracks like you're here, like, and you're advertising here and the IP address here, and it's
So it will take your business internationally,
It's
global.
brilliant.
Right.
It's so brilliant.
Yeah.
So now, if you're on a budget, I understand you can just go to Las Vegas and you can visit New York and Paris and Rome and do it all in one day.
Of course you would say
Yes,
that.
Just, walk on down the street. There you
right.
go.
Oh, wow.
Just tag, I've been to Egypt.
Right? Egypt is actually my dream vacation, so we're going to have to talk. I need
We're
to-
gonna
Well,
talk.
actually, I was approached one time to invest in a hotel similar to the Luxor, but I thought it was a pyramid scheme.
Oh my God. What do you say about that?
That was a good one.
Still going to Egypt.
Yes.
I want to go too.
Yeah. Well, I've been
I'll
to.
be sending you my pyramid when I'm there. I'm just sending you a selfie of my pyramid.
Well, I've been to Italy, Venice,
Okay.
because I had some relatives there, and it was a wedding event. And so I was able to see some of the historical buildings. It's beautiful. But I was told that Spain is another place where you should be going, because it's a beautiful place. And I know you've been in Spain,
Yes.
Shelly. So what do you
Several-
think about Spain?
Three times. So the first time we went to Barcelona for a week, and then we took an air hopper to the Canary Islands, and then we went to the different islands. We did island hopping, and that was amazing. The culture, just island hopping, just visiting the history and really embracing and getting into what Canary Islands is all about and what Barcelona is all about. That was my first trip. That was a 3-week trip. And that was in 2018 and 19. And then as soon as I got back home in 2019, started planning the next trip, which was 6 months away, to Madrid. And then we went to Madrid, Cannes, France. We
Wow.
went to Monaco, and just
Lots
toured
of
for another
places.
3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and it was just, the more you travel, the smarter you get with how to travel on a budget. And it's all tax write-off too, because I'm working while I'm there.
Yeah.
Doing Zooms
Should
and
we do
everything.
a radio show, International Wealth Builders in different countries?
Yes. I totally be down for that.
Well, we actually have Dr.
So-
Sharon
so
here
fun.
today, and I'm going to bring her in on the next segment, but I'm so excited to have her here today. But I want to ask Steve a question. What are the places you would like to go visit?
Oh, there's a laundry list of places I would like to go visit. Obviously, in Europe, been to London, but there's places in Europe I want to visit. Italy has always been on the top of my list. Germany, Austria, Spain, and Portugal both. The entire peninsula. France, but I'd actually like to visit Scandinavia, see what's up in that area. And then there's places in Asia I'd like to go, Japan, the Philippines, where you're from, Marie. Is
Been
gonna,
there.
figure that
Yes,
out.
it's been a long time since
Yeah.
I've been home.
And I've been to National City. I think that counts, but I would like to go visit the real place. But there's a lot of places. Singapore, Hong Kong, other places to visit over there, and then a lot of places in Latin America that seem very fascinating to go to. So there's actually unlimited places on my list, and honestly, there's still places even here in the U.S. domestically that I've not seen that I would like to see. I've been through most of the states. But even when you go through states, you only see so much. There's so much, and it's so vast. And there's a lot of things that I'd like to see even here domestically.
Well, I want to ask LaToya. We have 1 minute here.
Sure.
Where would you expand your international real estate projects?
Where will we expand them to?
Yeah,
we're just open. If it's right and it meets all the qualifications.
So anywhere?
Yeah, we can pretty much go anywhere. We're already doing projects in Ghana now, Puerto Rico, Guyana.
Wow, I want to expand that. So we're gonna take a short break, and I would like to learn more of what your projects in different areas.
Okay.
I think that'd be awesome to learn, right?
Yes.
Okay, don't go away. This is Marie Waite, and we'll be right back.